श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः।
ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः।
भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः।
भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः।
स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः।
स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः
व्यसेमा देवहितं यदायुः।
यसेमा देवहितं वदायुः।
स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः।
स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः।
स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः।
स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः।
स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः।
स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः।
स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु।
स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम अग्ने नय सुपथाराये अस्मान्।
ओम अग्ने नय सुपथाराये
अस्मान्
विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान्।
विश्वानि देव वरुणानि विद्वान्
युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो
जुहुराणमेनो
भूयिष्ठां ते नमवुक्तिं विधेम।
भूयिष्ठां ते नमवुक्तिं विधेम।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि।
ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि।
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुः
वाक्प्राणचक्षुः
श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि।
श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि।
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्।
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदौ।
माहम् उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्।
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्।
मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु।
मामः ब्रह्म निराकरोतु।
अनिराकरणमस्तु
निराकरणमस्तु।
अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु।
अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु।
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः। तदात्मनि निरते य उपनिषत्सु धर्माः। ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
हरि ओम स्वस्ति।
हरि ओम स्वस्ति।
So when we make a prayer like this every time, what we are asking the gods or God with expressions. One, we say in this first mantra, Yaseva Deva Hitam Yadayuhu. Yadayuhu means as long as the longevity has been granted to us, that longevity of life. We cannot ask any more longevity here upon the earth. But we don't know, that's why Yadayu means as long as we are granted of the length of life here, that we should be active, energetic and helpful and beneficial at the same time spiritual. And in other instance, another expression is Dirghayutvam Chame. So Ayush must be Dirgha. That means Ayush means Arogyam. The Arogyam, balanced life, not having any extra sorrows, extra grief and all that. So Dirghayutvam. And again we say Satamanam Bhavatu Satayuhu. That is, we say that we want 100 measures. Shatam vai Purnam. That's what our Vedas say. Shatam vai Purnam. What do you mean by Shatam? Means Purnam. Purnam means perfect. So whatever length of life has been granted to us, that should be really utilized appropriately. So in all these, Shatam Basantaha, Shatam Saradaha, Dirghayuhu, Yadayuhu. So these are all the expressions which will tell us that we have already come down upon the earth with the calendar of life and also the length of life. We cannot ask any extension. And that's what is important. That's what we could know. And in order that the extended issue must be quite well planned and utilized, we have to invoke the prayers of in various gods of our like. See, there are gods and gods and gods, but among the gods, there is our like. So in among such prayers that we have got in Vedas, Rudram is very prominent. And this Rudram is so significant, and all Vedic essence has been brought down into these 11 Anuvakas and 11 passages, prose passages, and wherein you have got the Vishwarupatva and all pervasiveness of Rudra, who is Vishnu, who is Agni, who is Surya, who is Marut, who is all in all, Sarve Devaha. And in the first paragraph of our Rudram, what we have learned is, we have asked them to remove all our sins. But for that, we have made a prayer that the original basic Ghora Rupa of Rudra should be cut down. Rudra, Manyava, Ayudhasu, all these things are detrimental. We cannot stand the sight of Rudra, who is very ferocious, who is very angry, who is very Ghora. So we are trying to please, I request him that you please be very well. And where is this Rudra? He is present in any and everything in the nature, both in the cosmos, upon the earth, everywhere. And in the first paragraph, second paragraph, we see that Rudra is pervading the whole earth. Not only that, and whatever green foliage is there upon the earth, all that green foliage which is useful for the life upon the earth for all creatures born, and he is there protecting us. And in third Anuvaka, we have understood that Rudra is the lord of thieves of variety. Say how many varieties of thieves could be there? All thieves are himself and also the lord of all them. And what is the symbolism by the word Taskara or Stena or Kuluncha or all these things? They steal away whatever you have got. And philosophically speaking, our Rudra Bhagavan is able to steal away the ignorance in us. Actually, we don't know many things. But because we don't know many things, but we pose that we know everything. That's the whole problem. Naku anni telusu, no. That kind of buddhi has got to be repaired. And in its place, Rudra has to give us enlightenment, enthusiasm, and happiness. So that's what we understand in the third Anuvaka. In the fourth Anuvaka, we understand Rudra as a creator and he's a worker of all kinds. And I don't know, suddenly is talking. And he is a significant personality. And he minds to remove deadly diseases which might occur to the living beings, and he will give them solace and see that their life runs smooth. That is what we see in the third paragraph. And in fourth paragraph, we see him as a creator. He just creates and all that. And in the fifth paragraph, we have seen him present in the running waters and preservation of the creation. Destruction of bondage. And at the same time, providing emancipation, moksha, and remove from the bondage. And in the sixth paragraph, I think we have got to do sixth and seventh, sixth item, sixth and the other.
Finished, Andy. Seventh.
Okay, very good. So in sixth paragraph, what we have done is he is the very identification of the Kala Purusha, the time, Kalaya Namaha. So Kala is a flow, it will keep on going. And he is the embodiment of the knowledge in the form of Vedas, Vedangas, Vedanta, and also he is able to make the life of beings healthy, and if at all physical, spiritual, mental problems are there, he will try to attend to that. And now we go to the seventh paragraph, and there you will see him. I'm just giving a brief survey of what we have been doing. And so, for example, in sixth paragraph, we have seen he is available in the Kupa, he is available in the Varsha, the rain, places where Avarsha is there, where there are no rain, plenitude, and he is in the form of Meghas, the clouds, he is in the form of the Vidyut, the lightning, and he is in the Atapa, he is in the sunshine. And he is in the rains, comes Vatyayacha, Reshmiyacha, and he is there in the hailstone rains. Reshmiya, you noted, he is there in the hailstone rain, and he is there in Vata, and all these places, the God is there. Rudra is occupying all that. Now we should do the most important one, that is the eighth paragraph, where we see Rudra.
Seventh, Andy.
Seventh paragraph. What is the seventh? Namo Dundubhyayacha.
Namo Dundubhyayacha.
So we'll come to that again. Before that, we have got Bilmine Kavachine, Sruta, Srutaya, Srutasenaya. Sruta means famous. He's a very famous warrior. And Srutasena is even his army also as much famous as he. Why? What army famous or the warrior famous? Only when he is victorious. So Rudra, no defeat for him. He is always a very powerful then. Now, Om Namo Dundubhyaya cha.
Om Namo Dundubhyaya cha. Om Dundubhyaya cha.
Ahananyaya namo. Namo Dundubhyaya cha Hananyaya cha.
Namo Dundubhyaya cha Hananyaya cha.
Next verse, two times. Namo Drishnave cha Pramrushaya cha.
Namo Drishnave cha Pramrushaya cha. Namo Drishnave cha Pramrushaya cha.
Namo Dutaya cha Prahitaya cha.
Namo Dutaya cha Prahitaya cha. Namo Dutaya cha Prahitaya cha.
Namo Nishangine cheshu dhimate cha.
Namo Nishangine cheshu dhimate cha. Namo Nishangine cheshu dhimate cha.
Nishangine cheshu dhimate cha. Namastichne save cha yudhine cha.
Namastichne shave cha yudhine cha. Namastichne shave cha yudhine cha.
Namaswayudhaya cha sudhanvane cha.
Namah swayudhaya cha sudhanvane cha. Namah swayudhaya cha sudhanvane cha.
Namasrutyaya cha pathyaya cha namakatyaya cha.
Namah srutyaya cha pathyaya cha namah katyaya cha. Namah srutyaya cha pathyaya cha namah katyaya cha.
Nipyaya cha namasudhyaya cha sarasyaya cha.
Nipyaya cha namah sudhyaya cha sarasyaya cha. Nipyaya cha namah sudhyaya cha sarasyaya cha.
Namo nadyaya cha vaishantaya cha.
Namo nadyaya cha vaishantaya cha. Namo nadyaya cha vaishantaya cha.
Namakupyaya cha vatyaya cha namo.
Namah kupyaya cha vatyaya cha namo. Namah kupyaya cha vatyaya cha namo.
Varshya cha namo.
Varshaya cha namo. Varshaya cha namo.
Meghyaya cha vidyutyaya cha.
Meghyaya cha vidyutyaya cha. Meghyaya cha vidyutyaya cha.
Nama yidhriyaya cha tapyaya cha.
Namah idriyaya cha tapyaya cha. Namah idriyaya cha tapyaya cha.
Namo vatyaya cha reshmiyaya cha.
Namo vatyaya cha reshmiyaya cha. Namo vatyaya cha reshmiyaya cha.
Namo vastavyaya cha vastupaya cha.
Namo vastavyaya cha vastupaya cha. Namo vastavyaya cha vastupaya cha.
So it is a very wonderful thing that he is in the form of all forms of water. Because water is a very essential thing, and upon the earth, water is available in various forms. In fact, when you want to coronate, rather consecrate a Maharaja, it is supposed that one has to collect water from 17 sources, which means they are bringing the water from Rudra. So Rudra is the forum through which the consecration will be given to the kings also, or that's why he is all that. Now we're talking about the instrument, musical instruments like and war implement. Nano dum dahe namo namaskara dundubhyaya cha hananyaya cha. Dundubha is the drums or trumpets. Why this is called Dundubha? It is Dundubha because dum dum shaptam karotu iti Dundubha. The instrument has been given the name as dum dum dum. So that's why it is called Dundubhya, Dundubhi. So, and it's a war instrument. So they, and not only the Dundubhi, Aharanyaya means the drumstick. That is with which you will beat the drums. So drum and drums, drumstick, both are Rudra, because you are able to make the drum produce a high sound or sounds of your like and importance. For that, the beating, striking the drum with the drumstick is important. Therefore, Rudra is there found in the drums and drumsticks. And Dundubi also is a war instrument, war instrument, and mostly used in the Dundubi, and that's what we call Nagara. This Dundubi, Kannadalo Nagaram antaru. Telugulo I think Nagaram antaru. Telugulo Nagaram ani Kannadalo antaru. So Purandaras antaru Podi Nakaರದ mele Kayya anta. So when you beat, the sound will be there and your presence is realized. And then Ahananyayacha and Prahitayacha. Prahita ante hitamu kaliginchuvaadu, hitamu kaliginchuvaala endu kuda unnadu. That is, he is always giving you praseshena hitam karoti. Hitam means good. He will be the best benefactor. For that he is called Prahitayacha. Before that I forgot. Drishnavecha. So Drishnu means Druda, Shakti. Drishnu, he never shows, when he goes to war, he never shows back to the war. Only forwarding is there, piercing is there. He never shows back. Back to war means he is a covered. So never he is a covered. He is always progressive in the war. That's why he's called a Drishnava. And he is called a Pramruda, Pramushayacha. Pramruda andre, he is a very clever and intelligent in the war. Clever, intelligent means that is necessary to win the battles. So the necessary characteristics and the moderation required, that one, when he goes to war, he should not get back from war. That it is apamana. If at all one does not continue to war, because Yashova Mrutyurva, that is the spirit in the war. If you go to war, you may either win or die. Similarly, when you go to Kashi, in olden days, Kasik Painavadu, Katik Painavadu, you cannot hope for life, but you have got, because the people used to go walking all distances to Kashi. There were no all these vehicles, contrivances were not there. So people used to walk up to, only these days some Swamijis will do it as a Padayatra. So, but actually in those days, Padayatra only. Pramrushaya cha. And again, Namo Dutaya cha Prahitaya cha. Is a Duta. Dutaya. Duta is messenger, envoy, trying to represent better ideas. So he is called Dutaya cha. And and Prahita means representatives for certain particular purposes. For example, Krishna is a Prahita. Anjaneya is a Duta. So Duta and Prahita, more or less, they have got same functions. But the Prahita is trying to bring about a conciliation. Duta only communicates. He just advises. Anjaneya just took the message of Rama and Sugriva and presented before Ravanasura. So he is called Duta, a messenger. Similarly, that you can realize when Anjaneya told all that to Angada and all that what has done there, then Jambavan says, no, we are asked only to go and represent and make information to Ravana reach that Rama is there, a claimant is there, he is ready to fight with him. So that much work only. Therefore, for next work, Jambavan and Angada say, we'll go and get orders. Then only we can go back to Lanka and fight. Although one of them proposed, let's go back, let us take Sita and make her stand before Rama, then going empty hand. That was one opinion among the Vanaras. So, Dutaya cha, Prahitaya cha. So, representative for a special purpose. Actually, Krishna was sent to bring amity between Kauravas and Pandavas. But only Bhima and Draupadi were angry, or not very much encouraging. But whereas all the other three brothers and all people agreed that the conciliation must be brought forth. So such type of work is called the Prahita. Hita, Prahita. Pra is a upasarga, meaning trying to work for the benefit for either side of the people. And even among them, Rudra is there. And Namo Nishangine cha, Ishudhimate cha. See, he has got Nishanga. Nishanga means the quiver, that Tuni Ramo antam. That's a stand to keep all sorts of arrows. And otherwise, he is called Nishanga. So he is also there in the arrow stand. And Ishuddhimate cha, Ishuddhi means keeping the arrows in the quiver and also employing them, producing the arrows, and the factory owners who manufacture number of Tuniras and number of Nishangas and Ishdimatis. So in the manufacturing of the war implements, Rudra is there. That's why there is no place where there is not found Rudra. And so Ishuddhamate cha. And again, Tishna Ishavecha. Ishu means Bhanam, the arrows. And the arrows which are manufactured with sharp ending, sharp edge. Because the arrows also have got different beginning or ends and all that kind of thing. When once arrow pierces, it pierces the people. The force of the arrow is so speedy that once the Bana Prayoga is done, the enemy is done. Therefore, that kind of arrows are called Tishna. And he has got that power as to contain with him the Tishna. And again, Ayudhinecha. Ayudhin means possessor of a number of weapons. Already how many weapons the gods would hold is also a matter of statistical inquiry. Is it not? Something like people counting your account. So how many weapons each god would have? For example, Vishnu is supposed to be having 24 ayudhas. So there was which are being Saranga, Dhanusu, and Katti, and Surya also presented in Venkatramana Swami. It's called Surya Khadgam. You remember? There is one suspended, just to waist, there is one sword suspended to Balaji, Venkatramana Swami. And in Chicago, a golden with gem-studded one was contributed by all, and I happened to attend to the ceremony in the Chicago Balaji temple. So it was not there earlier. So all people contributed and brought a golden, and there was a puja and all that ceremony done. And now it is being decorated. And that kind of Surya Khadgam, Surya Bhagavan presented that kind of sword, Ayudha, to Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Therefore, Ayudhine cha, you understand? So Ayudhine, he has got number of, that's why Namaste Rudramanyava Utotaishave Namaha Namaste Astudhanvane Asi, Asi is Katti. Like that, no number of weapons are there. And again, Ayudhine cha and Namaswayudhaya cha. Swayudha means there may be different, but for his own personal, usual, frequent use, he has got a list of ayudhas. And again, he is able to employ all kinds of ayudhas, and therefore he is called, he is told to be a owner of the many ayudhas, no borrowing. And also not only owner of the ayudhas, but also he is able to employ them appropriately on the occasions. Therefore, Rudra is having lot of felicity with regard to the employment of arrows. He doesn't find any difficulty at all. That's why it's called Swanta Ayudha, Swayam Ayudha, and that means Ayudha Prayogan Lopala Nishnatana intaru. And among the Ayudha means that which will bestow more protection in you. Ayu is life. Dha is to protection. So why you want Ayudha? To protect yourself, to make yourself comfortable. So those people who have Ayudhas, they have the defense power. So you carry, for a student going to examination hall, what is the Ayudha? Good pen. Good. So there are hopeless students. When the answer book given, question paper given, you will suddenly get up, sir, pen bake, sir, pen కావాలి సార్. అట్లాంటి స్టూడెంట్స్ కొంతమంది వస్తారు, సార్ my pen is not writing and dried up. So the teacher must keep some pens also invigilator. It's all our experience. And so I told people, how do you go to battle without a weapon? That weapon is not to kill others, protect yourself. First point about the pen is to comfort yourself, not to depend upon. That's why it is called as Swayudhaya cha. Swantanga undali ayudhalu. That is, you should have own some for your own self. And again, Sudhanvane cha. Dhanvan. Dhanvan means Dhanurdhari. That is, you must be having the power of archery, Viluvidya, and Dhanurvidya. And Dhanurvidya itself is well explained in Dhanurveda, a offshoot of Vedas. Atharvaveda offshoot is Dhanurveda. That is, Atharvaveda meant for war implements. You remember what I explained the meaning of the word Atharva? Tharva ante pain. Atharva ante removal of pain. So Atharva Veda, we have all information to get rid of the. That's why it's called as Sudhanvane cha.
Oh, Ganapati Atharva Sirsha means the one who removes the pain, Anandi.
Sirsha ante important. Top.
Top.
Oh,
Atharva Sirshamu ante only 4 or 5 Atharva Sirshas are there. You remember how many are there?
Ganapati,
Ganapati, Surya, Narayana, Devi.
Devi.
Oh.
Okay. Ganapati,
So these are
Surya.
the Atharva Sirsha Upanishads. And even in Lakshmi Narasimha Sahasranamam, there is a compliment for Lakshmi Narasimha, Atharva Sirase Namaha. Atharva Sirase Namaha means because basically the Narasimha Avatara is to protect people, destroy Hiranyakasipu. Therefore, he is a Ugram, Veeram, Mahavishnum, Jwalantam, Sarvato Mukham. So Sudhanvane cha. Even that's why Arjuna is a Sudhanvan, Rama is a Sudhanvan. But Parashurama is not Dhanvan, he is having the Parashu, the axe. And Balarama has got the plow. each one, though they are able to employ all sorts of arrows, but they are in common. They have the power in employing the arrows. But Nakula Sahadevas are best in the sword fight.
Sword fight. Yeah.
కత్తి సాం
ఫెన్సింగ్ అంటారు, దాని ఏమంటారు, ఫెన్సింగ్ అంటారు.
Fencing.
ఫెన్సింగ్ లోపల sword ఇది కత్తి యుద్ధం. సో ఆ కత్తి యుద్ధంలో వీళ్ళిద్దరూ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్, నకులు సహదేవులు. అండ్ ఇన్ ధనుర్విద్య మిస్టర్ అర్జున బెస్ట్, అండ్ ఇన్ గదా యుద్ధ భీమ బెస్ట్, అండ్ ధర్మరాజ we don't know much. He's a very silent fellow. But still he is a very expert, good warrior. He also participates in the war. Anyway, so here ayudhine cha sudhanvane cha, and now namasrutyaya cha patsyaya cha. Srutyaya means narrow footpaths. See, there are, whenever you go to mountain areas, the pathway is very narrow. You have to be very careful, very careful. Tirupati Konda ekketapudu, you see the narrowness.
Right.
And that's why they made two ways, going one way, coming one way. In previous days, there was only one way. So more and more accidents used to be. Kakunda, ikkada a Paramatma Rudra is there in the Sruti, in small narrow pathways. And Patsyaya cha, Pathi means Margam, main roads, broad highways. So that's why we always make prayer that Rudra be our accompanying protective God when we are on travel. So he is a travel protector. That's why Rudra Anjaneya, before he made a leaping from the mountain, he made prayer to Namaha Rudra Yama Indra. So the first prayer done by Anjaneya, Namostu Rudrendra Yamanilebhyaha. In Sundarakanda, in Sunday, 3 o'clock, you are busy, na? You are
చిన్న విషయంలో
క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది.
3 o'clock, 3 to 4, and you are 4 to 5.
నాకు 5 వరకు ఉంటుంది.
4 to 5 is your Sundarakanda, but anyway, that's why he is called as Patsyaya cha. He is the broad roadway, broad roads. And again, he is Katyaya cha. And up till here, you have got speech regarding the war, equipment of the war, fight in the war, the weapons useful in the war, weapons for self-protection. You know, Punjabis or Sardarjis will have dagger permission. Automatically, the religion permits that they should carry dagger. Punjabis, I mean the Sikhs. So like that, insignia of them you should have. Now we come to the water points. So Rudra is not only in the war on terrestrial way, but also he is there in the water places. And even water reservoir, water storage places are also marked here, like here, Namaha Katyaya cha Nipyaya cha. So Katya means narrow flow of waters. Kalavalu.
కాలువలు. ఓకే.
So even this narrow flow of waters in Kalavas, in canals, Paramatma Rudra is there. As a contrast, you have got Nipyaya cha. Nipya means the waterfalls. The water falling from the mountains. Kapila Tirtham.
waterfalls.
So it is called Nipyaya cha. And again, Sudhyaya cha. Sudhya are the muddy waters.
Muddy
Buradalu.
water.
బురద నీళ్ళల్లో కూడా ఉంటాడు. Thereby you see Rudra is pure, is impure and more. And so to say, his personality is a generalized personality. He is Atitaha, is it not? Kalatita, Gunatita, etc.
Deha.
Atita Sabdavartanu. So he is there, he is above there. Atyatishta Dashangulam. In Purushottam, that is, they are in it, they are above it. See, Padma Patra, Padma Patra. You take about the lotus. See, the lotus root is in the muddy water, leaf on the water, and bud and flower above the water. So to say, that's why the Swamijis or all people have chosen lotus as the important symbolic ideal flower of all the flowers. Padma Gandha, Padma Renu, Padma Patra, and like that, Padma Priya, Padmini, Padma Hasta, Padmalaya, Padma Dalayatachi, etc. All that Padma, Padma, Padma. Therefore, here is called as Nipyayacha. Next is the, next is the Sudhyaya, I'm talking about. And Sarasyayacha means the lake waters. So in the lakes also, we find Rudra staying. And lakes also have got power. And Munimanasa Hamsikaya Namo Namaha. The Manasa of the Munis are taken as the lakes. And the Hamsas are found in the lakes. And Manas is taken to be a lake, a small place. So Muni Manasa Hamsikaya Namo Namaha. And Sahasrara Sarojata Vasitaya Namo Namaha. Sarojata is lotus. But there also, even Sahasrara is also a water place where there is scope for the lotuses to be born, or to be that. So Sahasrara Sarojata Vasitaya Namo Namaha. Like that, you understand that there is the Sarasyayacha and Namo Nadhyayacha. Nadhyayacha. Nada is a sound. Nadya, all those flow of water which make sound. What is the flow of water which makes sound? Nadis, rivers. Nadan gachanti iti nadi. The Vigraha Vakya for river is nada, nada. Actually, the nada word comes up from the river nada. So, Nadamayam Jagatu means the entire world is having this sound filled. There is nothing, there are even sound also of different modes, nature and volume and waves. Therefore, Nadhyayacha. So, Nada Swarupaya, Nada Brahma, Nada Anusandhana, Nada Upasana. You understand now? Yeah. All these would amount to Sivopasana. So, Nadamayi Jagatu, that's why he is called as a Nadhyayacha. And even Lakshmi Narasimha Sahasranamam, you get the expression Namo Nadhyayacha Nadivasayacha. So, Narasimha Swami or lion, he lives on the banks of the rivers and also in the river waters, and down the rivers, Paramatma is there. And who is Narasimha? Narasimha is Rudra only. Therefore, Namo Nadhyayacha. And again, there are Vaisantas. Vaisantayacha means they are again the water places. which are very much beautiful. That is called the still water. Vaisanta is still water found in the mountains. So when you go to mountains, there also you see lakes, is it not?
Manasarovar.
No, you go to Tirupati. Tirupati is a mountain. Tirumala is a mountain. In mountain you find lakes there. So they are all called Vaisanta. Still water of the mountains. Vaisantayacha. Then Kupyayacha. Kupa, you know that Kupa? Kupa is well, having spring. Because Ku means water. Pa is holder, container. So Kupa, it is called the container of the water, underneath which there will be earth. Therefore, it is called Kupa, Kupyayacha. That is, he belongs to the wells also. And in Benares, when you go to Benares, you go, there is one Draupadi Kupam. I told you, when you make a parikrama for Vishweswara temple, Kasi, during the parikramana, you find one temple where all the Panchapandavas and Kunti and Draupadi, they become lingas. Draupadi lingam, Kunti lingam, Arjuna lingam, like that, all become linga rupas, because they visited there and they got their presence felt and they became linga rupas there. Therefore, there are 6 lingas or 6, 7 lingas are there, where people name it as Draupadi, Dharmaraja linga, and Arjuna linga, Bhima linga, and so on. But among all lingas, Bhimeswara, Bhima linga is famous in Draksharamam. I hope you went to Draksharamam. Where Kakinada there? Oh, there are so many places still waiting for you to visit.
అవునండి.
Huh?
అవునండి.
Yes.
Which place you belong in Andhra?
నేనండి ఐ బిలాంగ్ టు శ్రీకాకుళం అండి. శ్రీకాకుళం.
Same.
Srikakulam?
శ్రీకాకుళం.
Srikakulam. Very good. So Adivaraham, Adi Kurmavada. I have got a desire to go, but I don't know when. But I think next time we should go. We visited that Kurma temple. I don't know.
మేము వెళ్ళాము.
Sri Mukhalingeshwaram temple also.
Which linga?
Sri Mukhalingam.
Oh, Sri Mukhalinga. I don't know.
దాన్ని ఉత్తర కాశీ అంటారండి.
అవునా? Oh.
ఉత్తర కాశీ అంటారు. అక్కడ ఒకటి తక్కువ 1 కోటి లింగాలు ఉన్నాయండి అక్కడ.
Oh.
అంటే కొద్దిగా ఇంటీరియర్ ఏరియాలో ఉంటుంది, బాగుంటుంది.
The gods also have occupied a lot of land. Not only the human beings and others. So they also got claim on the land. So they don't want to leave the land also. Anyway, so here Vaisantayacha, available in the still waters found on the mountains. And Avatyayacha, see, Kupyayacha, Avatyayacha. Avatyayacha means which is water found in the pits. Guntalla ఉంటుంది చూడండి, చెరువులు అంటారే, చెరువులకి అవట అంటారు. కొండల మీద ఉన్న నీటి స్టాగ్నెంట్ వాటర్ కి అదే వైసంతములు, అంటే మోర్ సెక్రెడ్. ది వాటర్ స్టేషన్డ్ ఆర్ ఫౌండ్ upon the mountains is Vaisantam, and the water found in small pits or that's called rivers. I mean the tanks. English lo tank antaru. Pit lo unde water ni avatya antaru.
చెరువు అంటారు కదండి.
I don't know, but it's called చెరువు అంటాము. మరి దానికి వేరే పేరు I don't know in Telugu any second way. So Avatyayacha and Varshyayacha. Varshya is he is there present in the waters also, the rainwater. the river water.
Hmm.
So Varsha is the river, is the flow, water flow from the sky, but Paramatma comes in the form of water to the land. That you see in Durga Devi Suktam.
Hmm.
Devi herself says that Varshmanopasprushami. Understand? Durga and Shiva, they are same. Therefore, in Devi Suktam, Durga says that I am touching the people with water. Though creation is there upon the earth, the creation must be sustained, substantiated. For that, what is the most important element? Water. So water is the most important thing. Therefore, Varshya cha. And also, Avarshya cha. Avarshya means rains and absence of water. Avarshya means without. The rains will be there and rainwater will be there. But there are places where only you depend upon other sources, not upon the rain.
Edarri.
Not that, for example, in deserts,
Deserts.
not no much rain. You call them as oasis.
Hmm.
But still you have the water somewhere. That's a luck chance. Therefore, those people who have got to live around the area, they use camels. దాని తెలుగులో ఏమంటారు? It is called desert ship. ఎడారి ఓడ అంటారు.
Edarri oda.
Because the camels, they carry so many, they take so many camels. In case it becomes absolutely emergency, they open the stomach of the camel and they collect the water and live. Anyway, these are all some of the ideas. So it is called as Avarshya cha. So Varsham takku unde places kuda. Those places where not much rains are there. There is not water absence. Then look at that. How many forms of the water are being enumerated by our Veda Rishis. We simply say water, but water is a big subject. So idamba salilamagra asa. So water has been a subject matter, a study, a scientific study. That's why we have got a water board. So the water board, Suraj board, they have got a board of that. Because water is available to us in number of various sources. And all those sources have been enumerated here. Varshya cha, Avarshya cha. Again, Meghya cha. Meghas are the clouds. So what is a megha? I hope you remember megha. What are the components of the megha?
Water.
Air.
Dhuma, Jyoti, Salila, Marut. Dhuma, smoke. Jyoti, the lightning.
Jyoti.
And Marut is the wind. Dhuma, Jyoti, Marut. And their combination is water. Dhuma, Jyoti, Salila, Marutam, Sannipataha, Meghaha. That's what Kalidasa gives as a scientific definition of a cloud. A cloud is the combination of smoke, Jyoti, and Dhuma, Jyoti, Salila. And Dhuma, Jyoti, Salila, Parutam, Sannipata. Salila is there. So all these things called Megha. Even that Meghanadaya, Meghaya, Meghatmane Namaha. In Lakshmi Nrsimha Sahasranamam, you have got the expression Meghaya, Namo Meghaya, Meghanadaya, Meghatmane Namaha. So all Meghas are the forms of Rudra. So Meghas are caused by, they are all otherwise called Parjanya. So Parjanyat, Parjanyo Varshati. So Parjanyo Varshati, Parjanyena Aushadhi Vanaspatayah, Parjanyena Annam. That is what is the Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad tells that పర్జన్యేన అన్నం, మేఘేన అన్నం, మేఘాల నుంచి మనకు అన్నం వస్తుంది. సో మేఘ్యాయ చ, దట్ ఈస్ Megha. When Rudra is Megha, he is the provider of food for all people. Therefore, later on you come across the impression, Annanam Pataye Namaha. So Rudra is the Lord of food varieties, the menu. So Annanam Pataye Namaha means all people do not eat upon the earth the same thing. Some people eat what is available in the water, available in the mountains, available in the air, available on the land. పక్షులు తింటారు కదా. For example, Muslims enjoy the sparrows. They eat birds, etc. You don't know that. So the taste of the people regarding food is divided upon the land. Therefore, everybody can get the restaurants. Everybody can go to the restaurant. Like that. Namo Meghyaya cha. And again, Vidyutyaya cha. Vidyut means the lightning. Even the lightning that you find there is Paramatma Rudra. Agni. Lightning is Rudra. Is Agni. Then you have got the word Idriyaya cha. Idriyaya cha. Idriya means the hailstone rain.
తెలుగులో కూడా ఈదురుగాలులు అంటారండి.
Yeah. Idriyaya cha.
ఈదురుగాలులు అంటారు. Hail storms.
And Atapyaya cha. Rain accompanied with the sunshine. Atapa is sunshine. మనం అనుకుంటాం, I don't know whether you know it, we used to say when we were boys, ఎండ వాన రెండు వస్తే కుక్కలకు నక్కలకు పెళ్లి అనేవాళ్ళు. ఎండ వాన రెండు వచ్చిందంటే కుక్కలకు నక్కలకు పెళ్లి అంటే and there will be also the Indradhanush. So that is exactly, and even there also Paramatma is there. Atapyaya cha. Again, Vatyaya cha, Reshmiyaya cha. Vatya means there will be rain and wind. So in Aruna Prashna, it is said, Varshatina dhavet. You should never run when rain is coming. Don't run in rain. That's what they say that. So Vatyaya cha, Vata Sahita Varsha. The wind accompanying the rain. That means it will be also having that mobility and magnetism and all that. Next one is Reshmiyaya cha. So Reshmi is hailstones. That's what you call tornado, what you call here. So it will come and hit your thing, and it's very difficult to survive in the tornado. So that's what is called as Reshma. So Reshma. And Vastavyaya cha, Vastupaya cha. Vastavya means, Vastu means house. Vastavya means inhabitant of the house. In other words, he is the guardian of the things that are kept in our house. మన ఇంటిలో ఉన్న వస్తువులన్నిటినీ కాపాడేవాడే రుద్రుడు. కాబట్టి వస్తువులు ఎక్కడ పెట్టినవి అక్కడే ఉండాలి అంటే, if you want all things intact in the places, respective places where you are fixed, Rudra Nugraha is important. That's why we do Vastu Homa. Vastu Homa, you do it because the Vastu Purusha is Rudra. Vastu Purusha is Vishnu. So when he is appeased, normally all things, the entire house will be remaining peaceful. Not only he is a protector of the household things, household wealth, but also guardian of the houses. Vastu Pa. Pa means protector. Namo Vastu Paya cha. So this is a very interesting passage where you see Rudra to be absolutely protective, and all forms of water are there, and in them the Rudra's presence is felt. So when they say Sarvo hi esha Rudraha, there all these things are there. So ఒకసారి క్విక్ గా చెప్పేస్తాను, క్లోజ్ చేద్దాం. ఓం నమో దుందుభ్యాయ చ హనన్యాయ చ. వన్ టైం.
ఓం నమో దుందుభ్యాయ చ హనన్యాయ చ.
నమో ధృష్ణవే చ ప్రమృషాయ చ నమో.
నమో దృష్ణవే చ ప్రమృషాయ చ నమో.
దూతాయ చ ప్రహితాయ చ నమో నిషంగిణే చ.
దూతాయ చ ప్రహితాయ చ నమో నిషంగినే చ.
ఇషుధిమతే చ నమస్తేష్ణేషవే చాయుధినే చ.
శుద్ధిమతే చ నమస్తీక్ష్ణేశవే చాయుధినే చ.
నమస్వాయుధాయ చ సుధన్వనే చ.
నమస్వాయుధాయ చ సుధన్వనే చ.
నమశ్రుత్యాయ చ పథ్యాయ చ నమః కాట్యాయ చ.
నమశ్రుత్యాయ చ పత్యాయ చ నమః కాట్యాయ చ.
నీప్యాయ చ నమః సూద్యాయ చ సరస్యాయ చ.
నీప్యాయ చ నమః సూద్యాయ చ నమః సరస్యాయ చ. నీప్యాయ చ నమః
సరస్యాయ చ నమో
సూద్యాయ చ.
నాద్యాయ చ వైశంతాయ చ.
నమో
నాద్యాయ చ వైశంతాయ చ.
నమః కూప్యాయ చావట్యాయ చ నమో వర్ష్యాయ చ.
నమః కూప్యాయ చ వట్యాయ చ నమో వర్ష్యాయ చ.
అవర్ష్యాయ చ నమో మేఘ్యాయ చ విద్యుత్యాయ చ.
అవర్ష్యాయ చ నమో మేఘ్యాయ చ విద్యుత్యాయ చ.
నమ ఈధ్రియాయ చాతప్యాయ చ నమో.
నమ ఈద్రియాయ చ తప్యాయ చ నమో.
వాత్యాయ చ రేష్మియాయ చ.
వాత్యాయ చ రేష్మియాయ చ.
నమో వాస్తవ్యాయ చ వాస్తుపాయ చ.
నమో వాస్తవ్యాయ చ వాస్తుపాయ చ.
ఓం స్వస్తి సహనావతు.
ఓం స్వస్తి సహనావతు. సహనౌ భునక్తు
సహ వీర్యం కరవావహై.
తేజస్వినావధీతమస్తు మా విద్విషావహై. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః.
శ్రీకృష్ణార్పణమస్తు.
శ్రీకృష్ణార్పణమస్తు.
శ్రీ వేద పురుషాశీర్వాదోస్తు.
శ్రీ వేద పురుషాశీర్వాదోస్తు.
ఓం తత్సతు.
ఓం తత్సత్.
బ్యూటిఫుల్. ఎనీవే, నౌ